Opinions, opinions, opinions. If there's one thing I love about the internet, it's the opinions. Now, when it comes down to an opinion, everybody has their own. No one's really set in stone, no one's right or wrong. People can change their mind at the whim, and people can hate or love whatever they like. But what I find so funny is when people try to argue your opinion. Nobody can just go, okay, you disagree with me, that's cool, I'm going to go about my business. No, no, no. They have to argue. They have to try and change your opinion or make you feel bad for thinking what you think. Now, me personally, I have my own opinions, and I share them freely with all of you. Sometimes you agree, sometimes you disagree, and sometimes you get butthurt and unsubscribe. That's not my problem. Like I've put on my channel recently, if you get offended, it's your issue, not mine. You guys remember when I was talking about the WiiU and more so ZombiU? Well, I was on Darkside Phil's gameplay video of ZombiU, Part 12. Oh, that special moment when you're the top 2 highest rated comments. But I was commenting on there and I said this game looks like garbage. That is my own opinion, based on me, based on reviews I've seen, based on things I've encountered. Have I played the full game to its completion yet? No. But let me explain something. Somebody had to come up in there and try to downgrade my opinion by saying, alright, thanks for the opinion, back to the cave. And by me, that means cave troll. So I came back and replied to him, and we bit back and forth a little bit with big, huge paragraphs. And as of right now, he's stopped commenting, and my comments are pretty high voted, as much as a gameplay video by Darkside Phil can get, because it's not one of the more popular ones, so not a lot of people are watching. But I find it really funny, one of his comments was, oh, you haven't played the game, so you can't say anything about it. This is the exact same excuse that a lot of these DMC tryhards have been throwing at us. Oh, you haven't played the game. No, but I've seen many other people play the demo. As soon as I get a chance to play the demo, I'm going to, and I'll voice my opinion freely. I've heard about the problems with 30 frames per second. The story is diluted, the characters are bland, the graphics are bad, the gameplay is moronic. I haven't played the game yet. But you see, the reason we have interviews, previews, reviews, is to give us information. Are they wrong sometimes? Yes, if IGN's review of Double Dragon Neon can be blatantly wrong, many reviews can be wrong. But a majority of the time, if people look at it from an unbiased perspective, if people look at it on a clearly fundamental perspective, they can come to the conclusion that a game is either good or it's bad. I myself love some terribly bad games like Quantum Theory and Dark Sector. You don't see me peddling these as the greatest third-person shooters ever. No, they're quite bad. I also like some games that in hindsight aren't very good in comparison to the other games in the franchise. Say, for instance, Resident Evil 6. Do I like Resident Evil 6? Yeah, I like it a lot. Is it tripe compared to Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, Resident Evil Code Veronica? Yes, it's tripe. And if you really want to be perfectly honest, I'm sick and tired of hearing this from fanboys. I get all this all the time. Oh, Resident Evil 4 was so great, but 5 and 6 suck. If you want to be perfectly honest, Resident Evil 4 is just as bad because it started this march into mediocrity that is the third-person shooter genre. If you really want to be honest with yourselves, the best Resident Evils are 0, 1, the remake, 2, 3, Code Veronica, and that's about it. There's a lot of other games that have really good aspects. I've heard good things about Resident Evil Revelations, but as of right now, it's still on the 3DS only, and I could give less than a shit about it. Is that an assertion that the game is good or bad? No, that's my personal opinion. I'm not going to go out and buy a 3DS to play a fucking Resident Evil game. I've heard that it's coming to the 360 and the PS3. Will I care about it then? Maybe. But when it comes down to opinions, that's what happens. You have all these people that put on their fanboy goggles and then try to change your mind on something that is simply not going to be changed. I had one guy in that same video, I'll make sure to put the link down there so you can read all the glory. One guy said, ZombiU has nothing to do with Nintendo. Really? Because it's exclusive to Nintendo. How can it have nothing to do with Nintendo unless it, was, multi-platform? It's exclusive to Nintendo. It's on the Wii U. It's a launch title for the fucking Wii U. Are you mental? You can't put 2 and 2 together? That is direct correlation with Nintendo. It's not on any other console. Now, I can see them making ports down the line that'll probably be graphically and, as far as gameplay goes, far superior. But right now, it's directly linked to Nintendo, and you make a comment like that? The comment continues, by the way. Oh, I guess you'll just miss out. The game's great for me. Yes, read your comment. The game is great for me. You're not stating facts, you're stating an opinion. The game is great for you. I personally prefer a little bit more control in my zombie apocalypse. I personally don't like breaking my immersion every 5 minutes to look at a fucking peripheral in my hands. Call me crazy, but ZombiU is broken on fundamental levels. Let's take a look down the list of issues. Number 1, you're trying to play a video game. A realistic, apocalyptic zombie shooter. Immersion is very important. You keep your eyes on the screen and you play your game. Until a little sign pops up, look at the Wii U controller. Huh? That breaks immersion. Plain and simple. It's a bad game mechanic. Have you seen gameplay of this? Have you seen people try to do walkthroughs of this? You're getting half a game here because Nintendo, today, loves their gimmicks. I can't comprehend that. The gameplay is broken off the bat. The next issue, Nintendo seems stuck in the past right quick. They seem to not want to embrace online gaming. Now, I spent the better part of a couple hours this morning getting my ass raped on Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Was it fun? Yeah, sure. But that's the thing. Nintendo doesn't want any online. I don't know why. If they made a console that was at least somewhat capable of online gaming, do you know what you could do? You could probably play all these wonderful Nintendo games with people around the world. Imagine Super Smash Bros. Brawl when no one's sitting around you. You can party up and play with your buddies. They could increase the roster of characters. They could increase the roster of players. Imagine playing, let's say for instance they took a game like Xenoblade Chronicles and made it 4-player co-op. You could pick your character, create it, maybe like Monster Hunter. Create your character, jump into a world, and go on an adventure with people that you have never fucking met. But no, Nintendo feels the need to continue with this offline bullshit. And last but not least, ZombiU fails in the graphic department. I heard people up and down saying how much better the graphics were gonna be for the Wii U. I heard idiots, I'll call them idiots, saying that the Wii U was gonna be so much more powerful than the PS3 and the 360. I'm not a fanboy. I'm going to do a Nintendo rant right after this, and I'll get out my Nintendo consoles to show you that I have every fucking one of them. I love when people say I'm a fanboy just because I say something contrary to what the herd and cattle go with. Yes, that's a line from my friend in BP. The sheep get mad when you don't follow the herd. Plain and simple, I like Nintendo, but I'm sick of their bullshit, and I'm sick of this stupid crap they do. And the opinions of the fanboys are about to drive me crazy. You will defend... What are you doing, Kiki? Stop it. You will defend all of this. It's your opinion. What are the facts? What do we want to do for facts here? Fact versus opinion. Well, the fact is that the Wii U is underpowered, undergraphically progressive, has no online features to say. The second you buy the thing, you've got an over 5 gigabyte update, which bricked some people's consoles because they're stupid and turned it off. If you bought the Wii U, you deserve the brick, honestly. The Wii U is not even as powerful as the current gen PS3 and Xbox 360. Nintendo, you've shot yourself in the foot. What's going to happen when these next gen consoles come out? This video has been all over the place. It's a relatively short video discussion. I'm going to go ahead and take some of the points I've done in this and I'm going to put them towards a Nintendo rant. But I had to upload this because I wanted to give you guys some visual confirmation on opinions and the stupid shit that people do. And all of this over a video game that, let's be quite honest, is mediocre at best. It doesn't do anything new. It's diluted, it's ugly, it's poorly controlled, it's gimmicky. It's on the Wii U. But, of course, because I'm stating my opinion and saying something contrary to what the fanboys want, I love the 360 and PS3 so much. And despite all the Nintendo shit that's on my shelf. I would turn you, but the camera's been relatively good for this video, and I'm going to be recording while it's behaving. Anywho, I hope you've enjoyed this. It was a relatively short video. Short and sweet. But my Nintendo rant is coming. And my Capcom rant. I'm quite pissed off about some of this shit, and I'm going to get on it.